Hi. When we were last together, we were talking about the qualities and characteristics that one should have if we're going to be living a fully involved, authentic life of integrity. We talked about different qualities, truth, beauty, and love, and also we mentioned courage. I'd like to talk a little bit now about courage. When we talk of courage, people have the idea of what they see in the movies, the popular image of the hero or heroine who faces tremendous odds and overcomes them, at times without deference to their own personal safety. For example, Luke Skywalker facing Darth Vader and the forces of the Empire, or the heroine of the Hunger Games. On another level, we also see the evidence of courage portrayed in real-life heroes, those men and women who take up arms in support and defense of their country, or the peace officers who uphold the law of the country, or the firefighters who work in our saving lives in our country. All of these are popular images of evidencing courage. But what is courage? We talk about it, we see what it looks like, but what is courage? Courage is defined as having the mental or moral strength to face fear, danger, or difficulty. And this is the popular definition that a lot of people have. But there's another definition also, and that is the resolute determination to meet one's needs. We'll come back to that one in just a second. Having the mental and moral strength to face fear, danger, or difficulty. We see a lot of evidence outside of people who have courage. The men and women who were part of the suffrage movement, getting women the right to participate in voting and the body politic here in America. The civil rights movement. The men and women who were part of the gay, lesbian, bisexual, and transgender movement for equal rights. A lot of evidence there of people in groups showing courage. We also see evidence of courage by individuals. For example, the person who stands up and says, this should not happen anymore, Rosa Parks. We see the evidence of individuals who stand up and say, this is who I am in spite of the adversity they face, the difficulties they face. Martina Navratilova, the tennis player, Greg Louganis, the Olympic swimmer. Also, more recently, Jason Collins, who had the courage to come out as a gay man while still an active player in the National Basketball Association. So evidence of courage of a lot of individuals, but that's external. I would like to talk to you a little bit about courage as the intrinsic, internal piece, that resolute determination to meet one's needs. A couple of years ago, a woman did a number of interviews across the country. She was interviewing people who were nearing the end of life in various hospitals and hospice across the country. In talking to them, she found out one question that rose to the top of all their responses. They had a deep regret that they did not have the courage to live their life as they wanted. To me, this is very telling because it hits at the heart of why we are here. What do we do? We talk about our lives and how we're living them, what we want to do, and yet a number of people waited to the end of their life to decide, I didn't have the courage to do what I wanted to do. We're talking about this here now because at this point, you have the opportunity to make that choice, to make that decision, to live your life fully, completely, as you would like to see it, regardless of anybody else's opinion, regardless of what you might have learned or heard. Having the courage to make that decision, taking that step, being determined to live fully, completely, the authentic person you are. This is true courage, not some movie theme, not some external expression. It is the truth of who you are. And your opportunity to embody this, to embrace it, and to live it fully. And it starts with just deciding that right here, right now, I am making that choice. I am saying, I'm going to do this for myself, regardless of what somebody says. I'm going to do this for myself and live that life. You've only got this one life. You only have this one opportunity, and the time is now to do this. Courage. Next, we would be talking about courage as a basis and foundation for having love in our lives.